Good people, Kai Storm in the building.
Damn, Rude, try not to be so fine next time, girl. Just turn it down a little bit. Bitch.
Turn up.
In the motherfucking building. Yes.
That, I know you all have this podcast, Marijuana, Sex, and Motherhood, Sex, and Marijuana. I hope that you all are experiencing the most out of your sexual life as you can. Don't wait for somebody special. If you gotta fuck now, just fuck. Get that nut. Word. It makes you happier. You don't need love to have great sex. You just need to love yourself.
Talks about the judgment of
You're damn right my hard-working ass is going to buy another eighth.
You damn right. I need to smoke in order not to kill your ass.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, my pum-pum gets extra wet when I'm high.
Yes!
Exclusive.
Let's get it. I need it.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future. Who is you? For make me believe otherwise. You couldn't stop what God create. A greatness running on my blood. Hello?
Yes, I know that. What's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. Yes, I know that we record in progress. Yes. And Ruby is in the building. Yes. And we already know that Kaeyla is going to be in the building soon. So yes, let's get the show started. Let's get the show started. All right. What's good, Ru?
Aloha. I'm here. I'm just getting my shit together.
All right, cool.
What's up, beautiful?
Shit, what's good with you? I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? It's
right.
A nice sunny Sunday night, evening in this type of, on this side of the hood. You know what I'm saying? You see, I don't know if you can see my plant in the back, but that's my plant in the back.
That's right.
You know
That's right.
I
Proud mother.
I said let's feature my girl while we, you know what I'm saying, chit chat and get things going and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Today's show is gonna be a special one because we got, you know what I'm saying, one of our favorite people in the building. That's gonna be in the building. Taylor's gonna be coming through in the building, and you know what I'm saying, Miss Power and her flower, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean, she's got a couple of updates going on with her life, so we damn sure want to care about that. We definitely want to get all up in her business and shit. But in the meantime, shit, what's going on with me? Shit, today I'm gonna just go ahead and say that today I had my youngest Anaya, she had a violin performance that she had do, that she was doing at this church. Now, of course, y'all know me. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know I'm not a fan of nobody's church. You know what I'm saying? So that alone is a stretch for me to know that I got to take my child into a church. I'm like, okay, all right. And y'all probably listening and it's like, why? What's wrong with the church? Listen, I don't really do church. That's my point. I don't really do church. I don't fuck with church. So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was kind of hoping, that it was going to be, the kids do a performance and then, you know what I mean, then whoever want to bounce could just bounce and shit. But nah, my child decided she wanted to hang out and have and do the celebration and have and have the dinner. And I was like, man, listen. And of course, because it's church, they doing a whole bunch of extra shit. And I'm just like, yo, I'm ready to go, B. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get up out of here. Yes, look who is in the building. All right, yes. Hey, what's good, girlie? So
What's up with your sexy ass?
¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué tal? What's up? What's poppin'?
What's
West Coast, East
poppin'?
Coast.
This coochie's popping. That's just about it.
All right now.
I mean, shit. What's new about that? Let's be honest. You make sure and keep that shit popping.
Oh man, I even have a song I'm working on, and the first line is "I get it popping."
Okay, that's what's up. Motherhood, sex, marijuana.
But in the building.
In the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. With Kaeyla Power in her flower. What's good,
What
girl?
is up, Kaeyla?
What's up? Everything is pretty crazy, but you know, there's always some good things and some bad things out this way. So,
Hey, that's life, right?
you know it.
You getting that that Panamanian but don't dang a thing, dang a lang. What are you doing? I mean, I don't even know what to call it. You getting some Panamanian loving out there or what?
No, but you know, I treated myself. So I I've I have fulfilled some needs and have have felt rejuvenated by doing so. So, you know, hey, got a groove back. And it's a little spicy this way. It's a little spicier. Things are a little hotter and, you know, have elevated. So, you know, we moving on up, and that's what it's all about.
Okay, that was very vague, but I get it. You know,
I
No,
mean, you're right. You're right. Because I was like, wait a minute. I'm trying to follow the trend, and I'm like, wait, am I high? Because I ain't. I heard what she said, but I didn't really get what she said.
she didn't say a lot. Let's just say
nah,
that.
I didn't. Well, shoot, I have some manners right off the bat, but you know,
Oh, okay.
I you know, I've really explored more about myself, and I have squirted a lot. So, you know,
Nice.
I you know, I envisioned that it would be here that I would do so.
Okay.
And, you know, by doing that, I really took in a lot of feminine energy from that, a lot of energy, a lot of my spark back. I don't know how to describe it other than like feeling it really, really ecstatic to be me.
That's
And
right.
I don't know, I just felt more sexier after that experience, and I just felt really empowered, and like I just had no fucks given after that. And like ain't no one can tell me shit. And I ain't missing out on nothing. So I really like, and after the experiences, I was like, holy shit, that was like I want to do it again. Like, oh my God, like that's some potent shit. Like, and then like I read about it more, and I'm like, yo, this is really a thing.
It
And
is.
like it's not just like the you know the physical aspect of squirting. It's what we feel. It's the experience in your body and in your mind and in your soul and your heart. I just feel like I just let go.
That's
And
right.
I think I needed to experience that on my own. And I really was like, yo, this is some powerful shit. And I tapped into
Nice.
that medicine, and I'm just so sad, but I'm not as sad that I missed out, per se. I think it was the right time for me to experience that. Um, and so like I'm excited to be getting older and to not being ashamed of, still feeling young as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
I like the balance where I'm at right now. So
Awesome.
it's good. It's a good space to be, and there's a lot more to come. So
Nice.
Yeah, pun
Now,
intended on that.
for the extra nosy, all in your business type of people,
oh
aka
yeah.
the people that I represent. I'm gonna go ahead
Uh-huh.
and say that this girl right here, she went ahead and had some sex that just was so fucking liberating that
Some
it don't
orgasms for sure.
it was like, yo, and it wasn't no ties to it. It was just like we released, and then you went about your business, I went about mine, and we both got an agreement that, yo, if there's a need and the need needs to be handled, I will holler at
Uh-huh.
you. But baby, I do what the fuck I want with this punani. And see, I love that. You know
Yes,
what I'm
welcome to the
saying?
club.
Uh-huh.
This is
Thank you.
the liberated I am woman. Hear me roar, and I control
And
this from
purr.
top to bottom. And you
That's
ain't
Mm-hmm.
got
right.
shit to say. I only hit you up when I need you, and you only hit me up when you need me. But don't come around here about no ownership, because you ain't put no ownership on the table, and we never discussed that it's gonna be no ownership. Matter of fact, I told you from get go, you only get called when you needed, motherfucker. So stay in your lane and ride the wave before you get replaced. I said before you get replaced.
Or just,
Mhm.
you can keep them all on the roster and play with the ones that you like the best. But
Mhm.
Kaeyla, you alluded to
Mm-hmm.
the fact that there was some squirtage going on. Is this your first
Oh yeah.
time
It was.
experiencing that?
It was
Okay, what was so different about this this particular situation?
everything, to be honest. I
Okay.
mean, different country, different man, um, different physique, um, just it was definitely focused on me being pleasured,
Okay. Okay.
and
Nice.
You're feeling at
um
ease. Okay.
yeah, I
Um,
really sunk into feeling safe,
nice.
and I think I realized how that is um really a thing with me, and especially in my past relationships with men.
Mhm.
In fact, I definitely realized um many different scenarios and situations I've been, experiencing, um, the act, and, just not being satisfied, not feeling like I'm deserving or worthy of just being pleasured. And, taking the men's feelings out of if they're not pleasing me right. I'm so focused if they feel like they've accomplished something. Like I was sleepy, I was pleasing men's feelings when I should have been centering myself, centering how I want to feel. And I never really gave myself um that much confidence to speak up on that.
Mm,
And I, ever since doing that, I've been really trying to see how I lack, still reclaiming my voice, and
Mhm.
how directly attached that is.
mhm.
So yeah, even from that experience, it has transcended into very various lessons throughout my life. And yeah, no regret, no regret.
Right. That
And
sounds so powerful. And
And it definitely
Yeah.
sounds more uplifting than, I could say our last conversation. Because I mean, if we went back to let's keep it real. If we went back to
yeah,
our last conversation, you know what I'm
you
saying,
sound like a whole nother person.
you were definitely
I
going through a
know.
lot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things were happening to you, and you know what I'm saying, and you was, you definitely gave off regret from, making certain decisions. Now you sound like, you know what I'm saying, like certain things have changed, certain things have updated, and shit, it sounds like a couple of nuts helped. I'm just saying, applaud that.
And a
Applaud that.
celebration of
The
self, I
fuck?
think.
Celebrate that shit.
Man.
Excuse me.
Uh,
If we had an applause track, it would be singing right now.
that's right.
Uh-huh.
Applaud that. Because
And
what the
then
fuck?
it's
That's right.
aside
That's
from
right.
like sex, right? And aside from the
Yes.
orgasms, there has
Uh-huh.
to be a surrender. And so I like when you said the word safe, that stuck out. I like
Mm-hmm.
when you let go, when you imply that
Mm-hmm.
you felt more I don't know if you used the word confident, but it was to
Mm-hmm.
imply there was some more confidence there. And then when we're talking about something like deep feelings and then also have these deep feelings tied to trauma, which we've also
Mm-hmm.
talked about on previous
Mm-hmm.
episodes, it could be very, I would say, confusing for people. And because it was really confusing for me. I'm very sexual. I'm very
Mm-hmm.
liberated. But there have
Mm-hmm.
been times in my life where I've either had an excessive amount of relations that were meaningless, or I was having
Yeah.
like zero. And I could tie both of those, if I'm honest, to my trauma or to my insecurities. And so I just feel like when there's and then Queen Kai had mentioned the word unapologetic, or alluded to the fact that was it, and that's what it is, because my sexuality and my sexual nature has nothing to do with somebody else unless they're in the act with me. And so I
Mm-hmm.
think we get so wound up on what's right and what's proper and what's valued. This man, fuck all that shit. Kaeyla, I'm
Right.
so glad that you're allowing yourself the bliss of having a
Fuck
human
yeah.
connection. I'm glad that you
Absolutely.
are also just ridding yourself from expectation, as well as Kai alluded to. How is
And just
baby girl
release
doing?
it, and also just being able to release, whatever, was stressing you and holding you down, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously, I mean, yeah, I made a joke about you nutting, but at the same time, let's be honest, the a mental release, just a spiritual release is what I feel you went through. So
For
Come
you know what I
on.
mean, along with
real.
other
Mm-hmm.
releases. So, and you clearly needed it. So hell fucking yeah,
We
applause
all
to that.
do. We all have
Yeah.
to keep it real in that way, and it varies for people. um some people might have like a voracious appetite. Other people may be
Mm-hmm.
cool with like little bits of romantic gestures here and there. I think it's just about who you are. I
Mm-hmm.
was beginning to I tend to jump from subject to subject a lot, like just with no warning. And so it was like I was gonna ask about your daughter as well.
Mm-hmm.
What changes have you seen with her in this past year living in
Word,
Panama?
word. I would definitely want to hear about your daughter, because I'm shit. We've been talking about her for the longest. She's part of the show too, damn near.
I know,
Come on
right?
now, all our babies
For
are.
real.
Word, word.
Right? Um, yeah, definitely was a spiritual experience. That. And baby girl, she is doing well. Um, she's in a phase right now of kind of feeling like, kind of feeling a little abandoned. So I'm realizing that, um, she needs to feel more comfort. And I have spent, or I've been spending a lot of time outside, and, not so, to be honest, not so much with her, because I was feeling once again like a failure of I you know I struggle with depression. So um it's been kind of it's been more so good with my daughter and I um but there's a lot of realities that I have to face, and a lot of those realities I've realized I'm like I think this is what I've experienced with my mother as a child. Like I I'm only I realize some things I do are things that my mother did while raising me out of survival, out of being left alone, and she needing to do all the chores and make all the meals, and you know setting setting me in front of the TV was her coping strategy. And I realized as a single parent, that's what I've been doing. And there's a lot, between my daughter's father and a lot of things, out there online will tell you that, screen time or any screen time now is just bad. You're a bad parent and you need to be, more one on one. So I've been dealing with a lot of shame and just embarrassed and ashamed of my situation, and blah 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 of being a single parent, and having to have some fun, and still in the midst of struggle. It's just like I learned very quickly my lessons because I think I sense my gut instinct is right there. Like it's saying like, hey, time out. Like, better. You have a chance to correct this. You have a chance and moment in time, an opportunity to take this lesson and feeling and sit with it and actually figure out like what's the root cause here? Like, why don't you why don't you feel like you deserve to bond with your daughter? And I know why. I know why. I know where that's stemming from. It's stemming from a lot of outside sources and stemming from what I endured. Um, but I love her. I've been taking her to the playground a lot. I've been really just enjoying like the little things that we do. Like we play with Play-Doh, and um, I'm very involved with with her being with me cooking and like a lot of activities more. Just a lot of the things I used to do when she was more so of a baby, and I used to, hold her. So I've been, you know, just facing a lot of shit. And, definitely this year, I am proud of myself because I'm going. I'm not stopping. I do have moments where yes, I'm down and I feel like I don't have a purpose, and I I feel supportless, but I come out of it, and I I have to realize I'm living my dream. Like I'm absolutely living my dream. And my dreams always change, and they just become greater, to just feel really proud of myself because I'm the one who made those changes. I recognize my faults and I pushed fucking through.
That's right.
So I it's incredible. What's incredible what mothers can do, and what mothers like. I'm in awe of just like mothers multitasking and just coming out at the end of it fucking sane.
Word.
Like,
Right.
and I just saw a video that said that mothers, or even just like the main caretaker, is worth at least $200,000 alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, you
Definitely.
know, we have to really
That is.
fucking respect ourselves as mothers, because
Absolutely. And I love that you shared that, Kaela, because I'm so done playing the beat myself up game. I'm not beating myself up.
Yeah.
This world is
Hello,
too
holla
motherfucking
back, and
complicated.
we not doing
I'm
that
not doing
bullshit
that.
round
And
here
if I
no more.
no,
And I'm not even trying to cut you, Rue, but on some real
no,
shit,
please go
hell
ahead.
fucking no, Rue. Cause the girlfriend, listen, Kaela, listen to me. Listen to me, Queen. You are doing the best you can.
And you're doing
That's what
amazing.
listen to me, Queen. Cause I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying? You are
You're
doing
doing
the
great.
best you fucking can. You know what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
Yeah.
And
Which
the
is
best thing
awesome.
you can do is keep it real with your baby. You know what I'm saying? Your
That's right.
baby is seeing 2025 like how you see 2025. When I was with my oldest child when she was younger, that's one of the things that I always did with her. I kept it motherfucking real with her. I still do it with all my kids, but at the same time, again, that's the way they understand and be able to grow and learn their own lessons, while
Yeah.
dealing with life, while you dealing with life. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Because they see because they see your mama, they see their mama's trying. They see their
Mm-hmm.
mama is working, and they see their mama can't be everywhere at once. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's times when mama needs her 5 minutes to her motherfucking self with her motherfucking L and her thoughts. Leave me the fuck alone. Go sit your ass over
Exactly.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't feel bad about no fucking screen time, because fuck that. That's what they make them channels for. They make them channels for the children to
And
fucking
that ain't
watch.
all
You know
you
what I'm saying?
doing
So
either.
you can't, and all you doing is giving your children the same type of fucking entertainment that you do. You know what I'm saying? But instead, you as a grown person, you go through social media. That them scrolling through them TV shows and the fucking YouTube channels. That's their fucking social media. You know what I'm saying? So don't feel bad about that shit, because at the end of the day, that lets them know that everybody needs they 5 motherfucking minutes to themselves, and that's it. That's you just giving your child 5 minutes to themselves, and because your child is growing up, there's gonna be some questions, and you know what I mean. And you got to be the woman to answer them questions, like for real. It's better for for the child to hear it from you than to hear it from a stranger and hear it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If from you, they gonna get it. They gonna get the straight deal. They gonna get the truth, and you gonna know what they can handle from what they can't handle, based on the fact that you're the one that's raising that child. The fuck, you know what I'm
And
saying?
yes.
You know what I
And
mean?
you know
So
what?
and all through that, do not feel bad about how you doing
Don't
it. Do not fucking feel bad.
do
Always
it.
encourage yourself and tell yourself that you are doing the best you can. Anybody don't like it can't do no better than you. So fuck you and fuck your opinion. Does your opinion pay bills around here? No. Go find something to do. Go find something to suck. Go find something to fucking caress. But don't bother me with mine. Don't bother me
Right.
with mine. Like, get the fuck
And
out
you're
of here.
allowed to have bad days. Like having a
Exactly.
bad day
But
doesn't
beating
mean
up
that you're a
yourself
bad person.
is not part of having bad days. And them having bad days is the days that you dead ass encourage yourself to know, get the fuck up. Life hit you, life you hit like a bitch. I'm still here. I'm not going nowhere. Fuck you mean?
And then
What?
eventually the kid, I think there comes a time where our kids don't listen to us anymore. They just watch us. They're going to watch our moves. They're
Yes.
going to watch how we maneuver, how we respond to things,
Yes.
how we handle
Yeah.
stress, how we handle finances. And so that's really been humbling of a realization lately, because I
Yeah.
do believe that you do have to talk to your kid, like, duh. But it's
You
just
have to.
like,
Because they right
there
there living
are,
it with you. You know what I'm saying?
right.
If
But then I
you end up like,
remember,
let's say you end up in a
right.
situation where you're in a shelter, you gotta that's explain why you there. Like, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, the main thing I've always done with my kids is I kept it fucking real every fucking time, so
That
that you
part.
know what it is, and ain't nobody walking around you. No, you don't gotta
Yeah.
get it twisted from a stranger. You gonna get it the real from me always.
Exactly. And we're allowed to be wrong too. We can apologize for that when it comes. We don't know
Word.
everything. But Kaeyla, I also like that you mentioned the your mother, and you alluded to the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you were becoming more compassionate or maybe having more empathy towards her. And then it's funny because my mom just did something the other day that pissed me the fuck off, like straight up. And I was just like, okay,
Uh-huh.
hold on. First of all, this
Uh-huh.
lady is having a whole experience too. She has mental health issues that you wouldn't even understand, Rue. Because why
Mm-hmm.
I only know a perception of her being my mother. But her as
Mm-hmm.
a complete person, I do not give her enough credit for that. We are
Mm-hmm.
allowed to fuck up, but
Word.
people also are allowed to make amends. That's why they have something called repentance for you Christians out there. And
Mhm.
so it's like there has to be a realization, just like you're realizing. And then, certain things that you may want to change, you may want to whatever. And then you make plans towards being better at that. Dude, that's what's
Mm-hmm.
up. And we commend you. And Kai, I commend you too, because Kai's always a bit about that work. And she's a fine example for her daughters and for women just in general. She don't sleep around. She don't bring up anything to her home. These are like real shit that I'm sharing with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't
Mm-hmm.
bring no kind of bullshit to her home. She don't allow no one to fuck with hers and her kids. She does not compromise when it comes with her values. And so when it comes to these things, these traits of people, that's what I find fascinating. I don't give a fuck how many assets you have or how pretty you are at the end of the day.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Kaeyla, do you have any embarrassing stories to share with us just to keep it more lighthearted?
Oh my God, dude. So I do. And it's really bad because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. And and I still like, oh my God, this is awful. So the guy was taking me to a bakery and here in Panama and I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry. So like, he's like, okay, get what you want and then also you bring whatever else you want back home. And then we had smoked. We had smoked before we went in and I'm like, oh, I don't think I want to go in. Like, I know I want to go look at what I want, but I don't think it's a good idea. I go in. And but I didn't want to be a pussy, so I went in and I'm like, yeah, 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 okay. This is what I want. And then it comes our turn to order. I forgot all Spanish. I forgot all Spanish. I couldn't say a word. Couldn't say a word. I was so embarrassed. I was trying to get him to say just order or I was like abort. I kept saying abort, abort mission.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I forgot all my Spanish. Oh my God. I,
And they stand there looking at you like, what the hell is wrong with you?
so I just start, and then I just start pointing. And he's like, you want, and he's talking in Spanish because he don't know any English. So I'm trying to he still wants me to push through. And I'm like, oh my God, I just want to run away. So in the end, I didn't get everything I wanted, but I
Shit.
got I left with something good. So, that's all that matters.
Oh
Oh,
my goodness, that's so funny.
that was funny as hell.
That was really embarrassing. I was a walk of shame back to the car. So, fuck it.
No, but that says that the weed was fucking amazing, and that is fucking awesome in itself.
I like
Cause
that.
you know what I mean. That is the best part of it all. That weed was amazing
Hey,
for the point that you forgot what the fuck what.
shit. Hey,
I
I bet she
oh
remembered that Spanish when it was playtime.
I mean, shit, when it was time to say papi, I'm pretty sure she remember how to say papi,
Oh,
but we're not gonna
exact,
talk about it. We're not
exacto.
I
gonna talk
did.
about it.
No. I said papacito. I said
Oh
papacito.
yes,
I
papacito.
papacito.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, we like
Yeah.
that shit.
That's right. Shit. That got me excited. Hey,
There you go.
shit.
That's what's
Hey.
up. You know what I mean?
I can't wait to
Yes,
call
girl.
somebody that. Shit.
Go
Oh my
ahead.
God,
I can't
that
wait
right
either.
there is is
Dang.
shit. I'm gonna have to write that down for next time. Like, yeah, wait a minute, might have to borrow
Shit.
that. Might have
Oh
to
my
borrow
goodness.
Yeah,
Lord.
that one worked. That one worked really well. So
that. Oh my
I got.
goodness.
You can get
Nice.
anything you want with that one.
Oh, I
Oh,
can
I'm
imagine.
sure.
Just saying. Just
I
saying.
can't imagine. Now
Shit.
of course, I don't want the clouds to make us forget that you mentioned
Hmm.
something about a community generator. So I was just trying to figure out how all of that went through and what was we talking about and what that got to do with you and
I
how
remember
do you make
dehydrator
money off of
somewhere.
this shit? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's something that you making money off of, I damn sure want to hear about it, girlfriend. I damn
You
sure want to
know,
hear
is
about it.
Papacito helping
Well.
you with this?
I
Exactly. Is he
I
the sugar daddy behind the generator?
no, unfortunately, this was all done by me. I had
Nice.
it's a solar dehydrator, so I'm using
Okay.
just the sun. I'm not using any electricity. And I summed up this project a long time ago when I was up in New York, and the people up there that I was, and I think I explained the program that I was connected to at one point. Um, it was through MESA, and they're a organization, a nonprofit, I think, under the USDA. And so they get money from the USDA and they fund all these programs in the agriculture world. So I submitted an application for a grant. I got half of what I wanted. So I am running with that for right now. But like that's fucking awesome for me because like I got free money to do like a project, a dream of mine.
Love
That's
So
that.
what's
like
up.
that's fucking
Congratulations.
badass,
Beautiful.
Love to
That's
hear
pretty
about that shit.
badass.
Yes.
you know? So I'm like, and basically it covers all my materials and I'm like pretty stoked about it. I want it to be given to the community. I want it to be like some way of community. I don't know if I want it to be like a woman-led project or a youth project or a single mother project. I'm not sure really what
Mm.
direction. I just feel like there's just way too many options right now and I'm like thinking way too far ahead. I really need to like focus on building it. So like it's gonna be here, be built. Um I have some people that could build it, but like I don't know if they're gonna do it for free. So like
Or you could
the
learn how to make it
I
or
could,
construct
but
it.
like there's a lot of tools I need. So like there's many approaches I could take into getting this completed. And I have until October. I gave myself plenty of time to get this up and running and
Mm.
implemented. So like I'm really excited. And
Hey, we need a collab because I have to write some
yeah.
grants too for our portion of this organization that does
Oh,
community work and
awesome.
stuff like that.
Okay.
And so if
Yeah,
you and
yeah.
I could work on something and of course loop Kai
Uh-huh.
in, I think that would be
Uh-huh.
a really good way because I do need some help with that. And I'd be
Absolutely.
able to help you as well. It's not just a
Okay,
one-sided
awesome.
thing.
Perfect. Yeah.
And honestly, as
Mhm.
far as your generator, I think not for nothing. I think if you know, since you did get this grant money, I think it wouldn't hurt to hire at
Wow.
least one person, or like get a student that that had has some kind of focus in educational in whatever what you're trying to do, so that not
Mm-hmm.
only you be able to kick a little salary
Engineer.
to that
Mhm.
person, and you know what I'm saying. High storm in the building. Motherhood sex marijuana. Rolling papers in the building. Motherhood sex marijuana. Merch in the building. If you're here, we thank you, and we most certainly appreciate you. But we want you to spread the word, tell a friend, subscribe,
make sure and get yourself some rolling papers. And of course, if you want to sponsor an episode, if you want to be on an episode, if you have products you want to show us that we want to show the people, come through. You feel me? Motherhood, sex, marijuana, rolling papers, merch, YouTube, subscribe, fight all the algorithms, and let us get in. Yeah.
You get somebody that will be, young and also eager to, assist and put that work in because it's a startup,
Beautiful.
and what I'm saying, and they would definitely, want to be a part of something like that. You know what I mean? That
Right.
I would think that would be a
Yes.
good idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Definitely
and I have a
getting
question
at least
about
one
that.
person to assist would make sense. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a
Right.
student, especially.
That's right. And then the
Right.
question is is the solar dehydrator, I'm guessing, is this to preserve food?
Yeah. So what it does is, I have like this rectangular. It's probably like 8 foot. It'll be 8 foot, and basically, it's what that portion is gonna do is gonna collect the heat from the sun. It's gonna be like a solar chamber. It's gonna be a chamber. There's gonna be an air intake from the bottom, some holes, and it's gonna be made out of wood. So it's like a big rectangular, um, enclosed chamber.
Okay.
And then that airflow is gonna feed into a separate chamber, which is the drying chamber. And that's going to be, you can put basically anything that you want to dry: flowers, herbs, mangoes, piñas,
Nice.
some vegetables, squashes, moringa leaves. I really want to do that. And so I have a GoFundMe to support the projects that I want to do here. So I have that set up. So I'm hoping that I can use the funds I get from that to support the rest of the project, because the money only covered the materials, and I kind of need it built, and I don't have the tools. And to rent out the tools, you need money. So I need the
That's right.
money to finish the project. But hey, I
Right.
got the big portion basically covered, which is great. So basically I can dry food and preserve it, and you don't have to worry about electricity. There's a lot of people here that don't have fridges. They don't always have electricity in their homes. So and we don't use that system here. So, and there's not a lot of foods or even a dependence on any type of dried product, any nutrition. And there's a lot of waste. There's tons of mango trees, tons. We have
that I know.
tons of tropical fruits here. We need to do better here. I want my country to be dependent on our food system. I just saw, and I know a lot of people are talking about it on Instagram, is one country in South America. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It starts with a G, and then they're the only country. Yeah, that one. They're the only country that is self-sufficient with their own food. Like, what the fuck?
That's
like,
pretty
this is
fascinating.
2025. Like, so like, why can't we do that?
Dope.
Like, why can't we, we're such a small country. Like, we're abundant in all this richness and greenery here. Like, come on. So
because there
I'm
are
trying to work with
there's
that.
a handful of countries that make a fortune off of owning a very, the whole thing, right? And so I would say the most rebellious thing that we can do without getting in trouble would be to grow our own food. And even if we have small spaces, you can grow like some tomatoes, some spring onions, some microgreens, just anything that will enable you to be sufficient and just like have the mentality of self-sufficiency pretty much. And so I think that's fascinating. Back home where I'm at, we pretty much live off the land as well. It's a beautiful thing. However, there's a lot of foreigners that have come into it, particularly from the Asian continent that come through and they make a fortune out there, and it's not necessarily their fault. They're just good business people, minded in a sense. And so part of my hope for my people is to become so industrious and so self-sufficient that we could do that ourselves, really. But that's going to take a whole effort. That's going to take a whole army of people to do, right? Kaeyla, what would it take for you to move back to the US, if at all?
Child.
Nothing. Honestly, it
That's what
terrifies
I
me.
said.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
talking
That's what
about.
I said.
That's
I'm
what I'm
sorry,
motherfucking.
but like
That's exactly what the fuck I
I'm
said, and I'm
like,
not
my
even
door's wide
there
open
with
for
you. And I'm like,
anybody, because like,
nah.
what the
If I
fuck?
was you, I would never come back. Fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, like it terrifies me to even step in a freaking airport. Like, no, I don't even know what I've seen too much. It's just I'm good. I will figure it out here. It's bad here too. Like
That's right.
there's some really bad things going on north of Panama towards Costa Rica. And it's the violence is I can see it everywhere. Like it's everywhere. Like the government, the militarized police, it's everywhere. They're all do the same tactics. It's incredibly like just insane how they're all like yeah, no, I'm good. I like my little backyard. I'm actually gonna show y'all because I think y'all deserve to at least take a peek. I don't know how to get rid of this video.
That's your background filter. You got to take it off.
What's wrong? Let's see. What happened?
That's your background filter. You got to take it off first.
It just started with a background and effects. None. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Ooh.
So let me get this kind of
Oh my gosh, Kaeyla, that is beautiful.
Exactly.
So, I got a lot.
And then because I remember what Panama Heat feel like, I know it's hot as fuck.
Yeah, it's our rainy season. It's our rainy season.
It's still hot. Trust me, I remember that. I remember
papaya.
that.
Yeah, it's been very, very humid. It's like I'm taking a couple showers a day. I got a cinnamon tree.
Goodness.
This is cinnamon.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful and abundant.
And I have some other things that I forgot their names. Oh, I got okra right here. This is okra.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, this is nani. This is in Jamaica too. This is a nani tree.
Oh my goodness, that's so healing.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very, very healing. I got the papaya, banana tree. Trying to. This is oregano. It's pretty huge.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the
That's one thing I do remember about Panama. There's definitely
fantastic.
There's definitely fruit growing everywhere.
So beautiful and lush. It reminds me of my island as well.
Yeah. So did you go on a trip?
I went home in April for a little bit. It was it wasn't an ideal situation, but we made the best of it, and I hadn't been there since I was like 10, so I just really embraced it, so much so that I just can't wait to live there permanently. But we'll see. It's gonna have to take some preparation. That's fascinating. Thank you for sharing that with us. I'm so thrilled for you. I think we both are. Is there anything that you'd like to share to our viewers, particularly because you're pretty much a cast member at this point?
Gosh, like I don't know. There's a lot going on, and it's just it's hard to remain connected, and like I'm such like I want to know about things that are going on, and like especially like within like the pop culture, like I'm like WTF, like my whole childhood is like destroyed, like there's so much trauma, all the music that I adored and danced to, and like I'm so pissed, like fucking stupid, crazy shit you just didn't know and idolize and fan the fuck over and
Word.
spent so money on music and concerts and t-shirts and Barbie dolls and all this other BS. You realize these people were fucked. Like, what
I
the
mean,
fuck?
I feel like this. I feel like this because because I ain't gonna lie. Nowadays, when I listen to Pandora, it's a little different. It hit a little different when you hear certain rappers and you hear certain songs and shit, and especially when you hear the Puffy, can't stop, won't stop in the background. You just like, hold on, you know what I'm saying? Like this mother, you know what I mean? And then I mean, and even not even just Puffy, it's like anybody that was connected to Puffy. Like the other day I saw on Instagram there was a video of a chick talking about a old clip of Faith Evans and how
Uh-huh.
there was little girls in the fucking video dancing all provocatively, and it's like none of us paid attention to that until now, and it's like it hits different now based on what the hell is going on. And
Hmm.
of course, as grown people, we also looking at it different because at the same time, the secrets is coming out. It's just like it's been prophesized that the secrets are going to be revealed, and as much
Mm.
as these people try to hide it, the secrets are coming out, and so so for us as regular folk looking at this shit, we like we always knew there was something going on in the background, but we never knew the details. And now that we know the details, we kind of we gotta make a decision. Do we still listen to the music and still rock to the beat, or do we judge ourselves for going ahead and listening to the music, knowing the type of artists that were behind it? For me, I kind of it's kind of 50-50 because for instance, when it comes to R. Kelly, the Chocolate
Hmm.
Factory album is the best album I ever heard in my motherfucking life. I still love that motherfucking album. Who you ain't gonna tell
Hmm.
me that I can't
Hmm.
listen to R. Kelly Chocolate Factory? Fuck you and fuck your friend. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's definitely been some songs where it's like where I've heard Puffy in the background or whatever, and I literally just go, Skip, I don't want to hear you. Skip, I don't want to hear you. And it's like, so it depends on how I feel. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? So so the main thing is to just, is to, I guess, to protect our kids. We got to make sure and be like, you know, we could pay attention to the kind of music that they listening to, but at the same time it's like some of these motherfuckers is I can't even keep up with their names, never mind keep up with their music. So at the so I already figured it, like, what I'm saying, if my mama didn't stop me from listening to certain rap songs, there was there's hardly a way for me to stop them to listening to certain rap songs or certain for certain people and shit like that. The
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
main thing I like as a nosy motherfucker is that the secrets are being revealed, and
Right.
I'm in the audience. I'm in the audience and in the comments with my popcorn. Like, what's up? Drop all the tea, nigga. Everybody get told on. Like, let's go. Let's snitch
For
on
real.
everybody.
Oh my
Right.
Like,
gosh.
don't hold nothing back. Just snitch everybody the fuck out. Let's go. Let's
I
get
think
to it.
I totally get what Kai's saying, and I there's a whole market for all of that comes with that. I
Mhm.
just wish that it could be separated in a way. Like, for instance, like me, this is very unpopular, but I don't give a shit what somebody has done. Like, if I like your music and you don't owe me money and you ain't fucked with me personally, like, I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna bump it. I wish that I didn't know about these people's personal lives, to be honest with you, because I don't think that that's what I'm there for. I'm there to enjoy this, even if it's a song about being drunk and sleeping with a stranger. Like, I can relate to that. And we all are fucked up, at the end of the day. Like, someone could think that I am the devil. I don't know. I don't. I think I'm more on the angel side. I'm just kidding.
Hell
But at
yeah.
the same time, it's like, that's what I mean. It's all perception. I Even when it was hot with the R. Kelly thing, I was still bumping it, because as
Yeah, I
it's
was
the
too.
music behind it. I heard something about one of my favorite rappers in the whole wide world, and it did never stop me from listening to his shit, because I wasn't there in that room with him and whoever when he was being alleged of anything, right? So that's why I think it gets so sticky, and there's other
Right.
avenues here at play. There's some people could like really sabotage, like just really have a whole smear campaign on something, and it can be zero truth. So it's like, damn. And so now I can't even listen to that album no more, without someone raising an album, an eye. And so it's just like, and then this cancel culture really pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you want to
Really?
cancel something, cancel your uncle who was a pervert back in the day, okay? Do stuff like that where
You
it's
know what I'm
relevant to your own life, not someone's career, just because they pissed somebody off.
And then,
It's,
and then another thing too, like when you look at certain things like this, like for instance, they talking about Fat Joe and how he was, he had little girlfriends, underage girlfriends. Yo, let's keep it G. When I
For
was
real?
younger,
Oh
there
wow.
was men, old grown ass men hitting on me, and there was grown ass men that I would holler at. You know what I'm saying? If I felt like it, I'm just saying. So,
on some real.
so you talking to him about, because you talking about him because he had a wife, and at the same time he had some girlfriends that were underage, that he was taking care of them, and getting them BBLs and all that hot shit. Like,
Oh
yo,
wow.
like
Damn.
you pulling out people business, and like she said, like there's certain people business that I really wish, like real talk, we would rather have not known at all. Like, seriously,
Exactly.
like some of this shit
Little
you
Wayne
could have
was
kept to
12.
yourself. You could have
Little,
kept to yourself. Like, we didn't need to know
right.
this.
It's glorified when young men that are under 18 are sexually active. Let's just be real. But then it's like, all of a sudden, and I'm not saying that women aren't being abused out there. In fact, yeah, there are definite cases of that. I just
Of
don't think
course.
every single story, especially when it comes to this Hollywood game, it's just like you're
Yeah.
just going to take it for what it is, for face value. It's like, no, there's lots to play. Anyway, speaking of Hollywood, I know for sure that I feel like the
What you
devil's
know?
definitely all up in there.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's a very dark, but I also believe in art, and I believe in not being afraid to share it. And so I think one thing that I do that's so rebellious is that I do make music, and I make music for myself. Like, I don't care if another soul likes it at all. In fact, some people might listen to it and be like, "Oh, that's not really my cup of tea. It's fine. It's not supposed to be per se. But if you do like it, then that's an added benefit, obviously." What are
Dope, man.
other creative ways, Kaeyla, that you've been able to, like, I guess, transition more comfortably while being back home in Panama that you weren't doing here in the States?
Mm, I guess it's just my environment. I'm very environmental. I think because I suffered so much within my own environment of not feeling safe. I feel really at home, and I feel really
Awesome.
grounded and rooted, and I am so in touch, obviously, with nature.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And I always felt like that was home. I felt nature. I felt like she was always home for me. She was always a resting, a rejuvenating place, a place of many universes and many births and deaths. And I I definitely have centered more of my life around her. And I definitely have been more sitting with myself and being okay with being alone and
Right.
realizing I enjoy this. Yes, I have some needs, and yes, I could take care of them on my own. But like I'm also human, and and I've been humanizing myself a lot more this year.
Awesome.
And
Yes.
and from our
Yes.
last talk, I definitely felt dehumanized by even since we've been talking. I've been feeling very dehumanized as a woman, as a mother. Um, and I told myself this year that I was going to be more in control of my confidence, of my self-esteem, and putting my voice out there and putting my needs out there and being selfish and being vain. um yeah, I'm strutting
Mhm.
my fucking shit. Like this
That's
is
right.
Yes.
this is the year to do so. And everyone would tell you, oh well, this is not a good time to be doing all of that. There's people dying, and you know, but that'd be the perfect time. That'd be a perfect time for us fucking queens to fucking roar and
Thrive.
to
Yeah.
Exactly.
strut our stuff and be like, yeah, we are the shit. We've been saying, yeah, all this shit has been fucked, and you guys have been doing it all wrong. So, maybe if you want to have a chit chat, we could change the world. But the motherfuckers aren't gonna do that. So,
I mean, listen, the fact that you're getting more adjusted to your environment, the fact that you're making your environment work for you, the fact that you're finding ways to deal with your situation, that's golden, honey. That is
Hmm.
golden right there. And see, yes, you're going to have some moments where, you know what I'm saying, that you might stumble and feel like, shit ain't, it ain't working like how, you wanted to, or or it's supposed to. But, you know what I mean? But the fact that you're able to get yourself up, rise yourself up, and encourage yourself within your own mind, body, and soul, and tell
That part.
yourself all the right things that you need in order to handle your situation. And yes, be in control of everything, and including your nuts. What? Yes. Be in control of
mm-hmm,
all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
To the point where it's like, listen, this is your compartment. You are hired for this, and move along when it's time for you to move the fuck along. Like, okay, like,
Right.
you
I
know what I
like
mean?
the word alignment. And I think when we're
Align your
like
Yeah.
shit. What? Align your shit
align,
to
right.
make it work for
That's
you.
right.
Align it to the point where
That's that
everything
part.
only works for you. And if it don't work for you, it automatically slides itself into the garbage plan. Like what? The garbage takes itself out. Like what had happened?
hmm
You wasn't even here. You wasn't even here. Mm-mm.
Oh, I can't
hmm
wait to
Mm-mm.
visit. Oh my goodness. I'd have to go with Kai, of course. But when I can go, I want to come visit. I'll visit Kaela, obviously.
Yeah.
Eat the good food and whatnot. What do you think is your best dish that you make right
Oh
now?
gosh, right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're covering the camera.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get the light on. That's dish right now. Gosh, I haven't been cooking much. Oh, I
I
just
mean,
made a
I could
banana.
imagine why, because it's hot. The fuck? Cook who?
Um,
I ain't cooking shit. The hell? It's hot.
I made a banana cream pie or pudding this morning.
Oh,
So
Mm,
nice.
well,
I
Nice.
made it homemade and it came out like, oh my God, like fucking sexy. So I was like, yo, I think I could pull this off like full time. So
Nice.
I
that's
was
right.
like, hell yeah. No, what have I been? I've been making spaghetti like really good. I don't make
Okay.
it often, but like when I do make it, like I still
Cracking, huh?
got
Okay.
it.
That's
I
what's up.
still
That's what's
no,
up.
I'm good. But yeah, nothing. I haven't really been doing too much. I've been trying to fast and
Okay.
kind of leaning into that whole lifestyle again and trying to eat more
Okay.
fruits.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
remember
like
I remember
mm,
last time we talked, you was telling us that, about traveling, to, what I'm saying, I think maybe you said
Costa
Costa
Rica.
Rica, and, in order to like, what I'm saying, get involved in like some cannabis farming and things of that nature. Did you ever, take advantage of that, or how did that go?
nah, I wanted to go to Colombia. I haven't made it
Oh,
there.
there you go. There you go. That's what
Colombia.
it was.
I
It was
haven't I have
Colombia.
not haven't made it there. So that's still on the list. That's still on the list to accomplish. And
Okay.
not
Okay,
sure when I'll
Colombiana.
make not sure when I'll find my papacito over there. So
I mean,
Mm.
hey, cause shit, all we gotta do
Oh.
is fluff our hair and flip our hair one way, and Papacito will show up out of nowhere. I already
Brrr.
know that. Come on now, look at you, girl.
hmm
Stop playing with me. I
Glowing.
already know. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
your fine
Stop playing.
ass.
Exactly,
Uh-huh.
exactly. So,
Okay,
Shit.
okay. Settle
well, shit.
down, settle down.
All right,
Girl,
now.
I
She
barely
said,
get enough
settle
action these
down.
days,
She said,
girl.
settle down.
Oh my goodness. I miss
No, it's
I
it's
miss
it's a
these
lot.
conversations.
You know what I mean? But shit. So it sounds to me like your palette is definitely full. You know what I'm saying? You got your business situations. You got your
Yeah.
your growth here and there, and then you got, what I'm saying,
hmm
and then you got some, some other situations going on. You got you and definitely a lot of things on the plate. You know what I mean? That are, getting you more involved in, where you at, and
We love
and
it,
then living
Queen.
out your actual dream of going back home and being back home,
It's
and
fascinating.
and just, being amongst that abundance. You know what I mean?
That's
So
right.
hmm Yeah.
I feel like, what I'm saying, like, it might not be easy. It might not be easy, at this time, but it's definitely easier than last time we spoke. And I'm pretty sure that by the next time we either see each other or speak, you definitely gonna have some more uplifting stories to tell, because at the end of the
Of
day,
course.
and the main thing I know about you is that you is not a motherfucker that's gonna give up. You gonna find a way, not only
Yeah.
for yourself but also for that baby, because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you want something better for yourself, and you want something better for her, and the whole purpose of you
Absolutely.
coming home is to give her the best, which is what the hell you are getting over there. You just gotta, get to the
hmm
point where the abundance is, real and
Right.
completely manifested all the way. You know what I mean? But it seems to me like you definitely are working harder towards that, towards those goals, and you're
Mm-hmm.
definitely closer than we spoke to you last time. So for all that, I definitely
hmm
congratulate you. You know what I mean?
We
For
love
real.
seeing it,
Yeah, that's
Kaela.
what's up. Thank you. Yeah, because my main driver is the fact that my child's father does not want me here. And so I want to prove to him and to everyone that I can make it here.
That's
That
right.
Mm.
sometimes we do have to start over, and there's nothing wrong with that. And you know, how many times
Mm-hmm.
have I started over with my life, and I have triumphed over every obstacle and every
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
dream that I thought was small or too big for me to achieve.
Word.
And I went
Um,
out and accomplished more than what I think I could have done.
that's
Simply for
right.
the fact these people that I have and have kept in my circle and close to me doubt me. So I'm like, F this. I'm gonna make it work. Like,
That
fine.
part.
Word.
Let me struggle. The struggle is
Part of it.
struggle is my best friend. We do well. We like the
And let me
challenge.
find
We
out.
That
Hey,
thrive.
let's keep it
part.
real. It's let me find out we not struggling here. Cause wherever the fuck your ex-husband at, let me find out his rent ain't killing him like everybody else. Like you know what I'm saying? And let me find out he not in wherever his apartment is at he's sitting there trying to put some food in it, and before he know his check is over and he's still hungry. Let me find out he not is struggling
Expensive
like
out
all
here.
of us. Like all of us
Mm-hmm.
is watching Taco in that White House do whatever the fuck he want and treating us like we fucking toys and shit. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
Like so
Mm-hmm.
so whoever could be whoever in your circle or whoever in your family sitting around judging you because you decided to go home and start over, trust and believe a lot of motherfuckers are sitting around thinking about it. They not saying it out loud, but they thinking about going somewhere and starting over just based on what the fuck
Mm-hmm.
going on here. And again, the name of the game is that we all struggling. We all trying to
Right.
figure it out. We all trying to
Exactly.
make sure that the bill man don't get the better half of whatever the fuck we bring home. Cause the fuck, who the fuck is he? The fuck
Mm-hmm.
again. All of us is on that level, from rich people down to us people, down to people that are homeless and all of that. Like, let's be real. So
For real.
anybody sitting around judging you, come on, go find something else. Go find something else.
Yeah,
Cause
you're
Mm.
doing marvelously well, actually. You have a lot
Thank
to be
you.
grateful for. And
We
the
do. We
struggle
do.
is actually beautiful. And then it also is relative because what might be a struggle for another person might be just like, oh, this is a piece of cake, for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want
Mm-hmm.
to thank you, Kaeyla, for your time always. We love you so much. I'm so proud to see your growth and to see your confidence just pour out. And it's just part of it. And days can be
Mm-hmm.
ugly as hell. I know what the fuck that feels like. I've been going through
word,
something very serious lately, but at the end of the day, we have to play a major role into our happiness and to our success. So thank you
word.
both for
Absolutely.
being examples for that. Anything
Yeah, I
else that we want
appreciate
to
that.
share as well, my ladies?
I want to know what's up with y'all. Y'all have so many like skills and talents, like, and it's hard to keep up with everything. I want to know what do y'all got coming up for the next 30, 60 days?
Do
Like,
I
Shit,
what are
do
y'all
right.
excited about?
Shit, girl. Our main thing we trying to do is we trying to get this season 9 videos together. We damn sure, you know what I'm saying, been living our lives. I ain't going front. We've been living our motherfucking lives. You know what I'm saying? So we
Good.
try to get this season 9 together. But other than
Mm-hmm.
that, you know what I mean. Shit, as far as I'm concerned, you know me, I'm still trying to push my book and definitely, you know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? And of course, I'm working with EE and Y and doing the glasses every now
Boom.
and then with
That's
them.
what's
What's up,
up. That's so
ladies?
And
cool.
then Rue, Rue's doing her shows. Rue's definitely doing her shows, and I love that she's because for a minute there, she decided to take a minute off of social media, but then she was like, "Yo,
Yeah,
fuck this! I'm living my motherfucking life. I'm gonna do me and live my motherfucking life
Yeah.
as we
that's what's
all
up.
should." Because
Absolutely.
at the end of the
Absolutely.
day, it's all about what you can handle. You can only
Mm-hmm.
handle what you can handle, and whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you can't handle, like leave it to the Lord. Like leave it to
Mm-hmm.
the Lord,
Mm,
because
right.
what? I'm not about to let anything stress and kill me. No, no, no,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
no. I got shit to do.
You
I
know
got shit to
what?
do.
My nephew gave me some really excellent advice. He's an athlete, and he said that his advice from his coach was you can only control what's right in front of you, just like Kai said, and you
Mm,
can't worry about the uncontrollables, things that
mm,
obviously are beyond that. I do have a show tonight. Shout out to Faya and all of the Portland artists. I have been doing some
Awesome.
comedy as well. I think comedy has been so fulfilling just because
Mm-hmm.
the jokes that I'm giving are things I really cried about and I was wanting to die about. And so now we
mm.
laughing about this motherfucker. And so
Nice.
All
it's
right
just
now.
so empowering. I just feel like feeling my throbbing pussy every time I deliver these jokes, because
Ooh-wee.
whether these motherfuckers laugh or not, I'm laughing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
And comedy is something that we all can enjoy, right? I
Mm-hmm.
just want to
Word.
shout out my baby niece for doing her thing at her violin recital today. Get it,
Yes.
baby girl.
Oh my
Kai's daughter
God.
did her
That's
thing at her recital,
awesome.
looking professional with that violin. Okay.
Yes,
Wow,
indeed.
that's
Yes,
So
what's
indeed.
there's,
up.
Yes,
yes, good
indeed.
things
Yes, indeed.
popping, man.
We love
Wow.
that. We love that. Thank
That's
you
Yes.
so much.
amazing.
And
That's
yes,
excellent right
congratulations
there.
on your shows. I love the fact that you are doing your comedy. And fuck that. The bottom line is that whether motherfuckers laugh or not, it is what it is. I told the joke. Fuck you.
We're gonna
What?
do a comedy
No,
show,
fuck
you
you.
guys.
It is what it is. I
We
tell
gotta
it
have
to
one.
you know what I'm
That'd be
Let's do a
dope.
comedy show in New York. Come on, let's get it.
Oh my God, Lord. Oh God. You know
You
what?
want to? Kaeyla, bring
Not
your
really,
ass to New York just for
of
a
course you
weekend.
want me to, so okay. But
Oh, pull me up on the screen. I'll be there.
That's
oh
right,
shit, word.
motherfucker.
Yeah, cause Kaeyla said I ain't even coming back to to Tacos
Yeah,
America
that's true.
even as a visitor, nigga. I'm
E-
staying
even if
home,
you paid
motherfucker.
her.
She
Mm-mm.
said, "Nah, motherfucker, I ain't coming back to nobody's Taco Island. Taco could
She
keep his
ain't
island.
tripping.
Taco could keep his island. Shit, I
Damn.
feel you, girl. Cause if it was me, I
Same.
wouldn't come back either. You
Me neither.
motherfucking right.
Yeah.
You
I got a
motherfucking
big
right. If
mouth.
it was
I
me, I
talk too
wouldn't
much
come
shit.
back neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But yo, you know what I mean? It definitely sounds like Rue needs to get to her show right now. So we gonna go ahead and end this end the episode right here.
Yes,
And of
thank
course,
you.
And just come
girl,
on back.
you already know we love
Yeah,
you. We love the fact that you support us. We
absolutely.
love the fact that you always
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
definitely
you.
promote our
You
shit.
guys are
And of
wonderful.
course, we love your journey more than anything.
That's
So,
right. We're a fan of yours, girl.
Mm.
girl, keep it
Oh,
up.
shoot.
And we want to hear that by the time we next time we talk to you, we want to hear that you done bought 2 houses. You know what I'm saying? You done got some people paying you some rents. You know what I'm saying? Rents. You know what I'm saying?
Or you can talk
All
about
right
your
And
boo.
now,
throwing some
okay.
shit
Yeah.
in the back of their house, and they don't, and they gotta, and they gotta pay for the groceries in the back of their house. You damn right. Yeah, pay for everything, child.
Dang, Kaeyla,
Everything.
you looking spicy.
You know what I'm saying? And the
Shit.
fact that you look like that, that means that whoever he is, he's laying down the pipe.
Girl.
You better keep
Girl,
it
you
up.
better watch out now.
Okay, cause she will
Shit.
fire your ass. She will fire
Hey.
you and replace you. Fire you and replace you.
Shit.
Okay then. And that's what I'm
Kayla's
talking about.
bad as fuck.
That's
All
what I'm
right,
talking
so
about. That's what I'm talking about. And on that note,
All
mother
right.
Motherhood
sex
sex
Good sex
marijuana in the
marijuana.
motherfucking
marijuana.
building.
Building.
In
Oh
Panama,
yes.
New York.
Love
It's
you
always
guys.
good to talk to you, Kaeyla.
Panamanian Queens right here.
Yes,
Ciao.
Samoan Queen
indeed.
Love
here too.
you.
Love you all. Love you all of y'all. All right, now, later. All right. Okay.